All right, a while back, I reacted to the Sumeru live orchestra performance, which was absolutely fantastic. And what do you know? Robert Ziegler, the conductor himself, put a behind the scenes on his YouTube channel of producing that and conducting that live performance. He puts me in his video, which is way cool. So I am actually very interested to see the behind the scenes of this. Obviously, fantastic conductor. Let's check it out.
The conductor for the Fontaine live symphony performance. We've had so many great reactions and questions from the gamers and the fans, and especially those of you who really loved hearing the music played by a live symphony orchestra, that I thought I'd take you behind the scenes and show you how it was done. But first, let me tell you a little bit about what I do. I spend a lot of my time conducting symphony orchestras in live concerts, and we play all sorts of music, from the great classics like Beethoven and Tchaikovsky to all the great scores by composers like John Williams and Hans Zimmer. I also work a lot of time in the recording studio, recording new music for films and TV, and increasingly for games, which is where you come in.
Yeah, you know he probably gets paid well.
The symphony performance was recorded with the London Symphony Orchestra last July at Abbey Road Studios in London, which is famous, of course, for the Beatles music and that famous zebra crossing in front. But it's also where countless film scores have been recorded, including the music for Star Wars and Harry Potter and literally thousands of others. We then took the orchestra and a film crew to nearby Camden Town to film and record the music in a great old building called the Roundhouse. It was great fun to conduct the music, and I know not everybody knows what's involved in that. So I want to know though. There.
I've always wondered this. Is the conductor that important? Like, could you do without the guy? I never really get what he's doing, but I don't really know much.
Of course he's important. No, okay, look, first of all, yes, they are reading the sheet music, but the conductor is so much more than just calling out cues.
What does the conductor do? That's the question I'm asked most often. Well, getting any large group of people to do anything together requires some sort of direction.
Yeah.
I'm working here with over 60 professional musicians. They've been playing their instruments for years. Yeah. They practice every day. But the horn player all the way on the left side of the orchestra, for example, can't always hear what the bass player on the right side of the orchestra is doing.
Sure.
So I use my gestures to bring the orchestra together so they can focus on me, for instance, when the music starts, when the music stops, if it goes a little bit faster, if it goes a little bit slower, if it's supposed to grow louder and more intense or be quiet and very laid back. So they can use me as the point of reference and carrying on, concentrating on playing their instruments as well as they possibly can.
So many talented people in one place.
Wow.
Masters.
All of them.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed at how quickly they get to know the music, get it under their fingers, and put down a great recording. So, how do I know what to do and who's playing which part? Well, I've got this big piece of sheet music here, which we call the conductor's score.
Okay.
It's got all of the instruments that are playing on it and all of the music they play. So, I just work from this. This is what I study. And for instance, here's the beginning of this piece.
Beautiful.
That's the glass harp and the celeste.
Yeah.
In a game, like in a film, the music and the picture have to be synchronized. They have to be in sync.
Right.
So when you go into that dark basement, the spooky music comes up just at the right moment. Or when there's a romantic kiss, the music swells just when you want it to. In order to do that, we use what's called a click track, which is basically just a metronome. To let us know the precise moment to start and stop the music.
Right.
If you see us in the studio wearing headphones, most likely that's what we're listening to.
Tick, 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 tick.
Now you know a little bit about how we did it. Let's look at the performance.
I didn't know that it's an actual thing.
What the actual...
Oh, wow.
Hey, yours truly in the video. Let's go.
What's that?
Look at that, bro. How are they
This is everybody
doing
reacting
it?
to the glass harp, right? Or the glass
That is
harmonica.
so cool. You're kidding me.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
they're
fucking god.
playing the fucking
Glass.
glasses?
Glasses.
Glasses.
So, the wine glass.
Yes.
The first thing
First of all, shout out to you, Robert Ziegler, for actually putting me in this video. I appreciate it.
we see
That's my few seconds to fame right there.
and hear at the top of this recording is this magical sound.
Are those special glasses?
These are totally regular wine glasses filled with different amounts of water. So when you rub your finger around the rim, they make different pitches.
Right.
Try it the next time you're at dinner. The musician playing them here is one of the percussionists who are incredibly skilled musicians who play literally dozens of instruments.
That's so talented.
People who can play with water.
That's
are so
crazy.
cool.
It's crazy,
The fact that
crazy.
somebody can actually do this and do it really well, like this specifically, I think is like wild.
Today he might be playing the glasses, tomorrow he might be playing the glockenspiel, or indeed drum kit, or the castanets.
Dude, how much do you think those guys get paid, man? Those musicians.
I don't know that name.
The castanets are a great instrument to use when you want an instant hit of Spanish rhythm and color. Now, those aren't the only unusual thing about this particular orchestra.
So many beautiful instruments in this.
I see. The redneck in me wants to call that a mandolin, right? More.
No, you're absolutely right. That is a mandolin, and it's not what we expect to hear in a traditional symphony orchestra. In fact, there's lots of unusual instruments in this orchestra.
Yeah, which is what makes it so unique, dude. It's so awesome.
They're using a
Genshin,
ton of cool,
Hoyoverse does
unique
this all the
instruments.
time. Tons of
So
unique
many
instruments.
instruments that you wouldn't expect in a symphony orchestral piece.
This is to tie into the world of Fontaine, which is loosely based on France. Yuan specifically brought in instruments like the mandolin, the lute, the viola da gamba, the harpsichord, to evoke a feeling of France in a period called the Belle Epoque, which is the late 19th, early 20th.
And they've done it so well, so well.
Perhaps the most typical French sound is this one.
That looks like an old school typewriter.
Yeah.
And the accordion. Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just happen to have one here.
This guy's awesome.
This is the accordion. It's a very handy instrument to have. It just basically puts wind through a lot of reeds inside, so it sounds like a wind section or it sounds like a string section. It gives that specific French color. But this is not the only keyboard you're going to see in the concert. What's really featured is the very grand piano. It's about 9 foot long, and you'll see it in concert halls all over the world.
Man, it looks like a flipping yacht.
You can see here the grand piano, the harpsichord, occasionally an organ or two, and in particular, the celeste. Now, the celeste is a magical instrument. It gives a very distinctive sound because instead of the hammers hitting strings like it does on a piano, they strike bells, which gives it that very celestial
interesting.
sound. It's probably familiar to you from the score for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That main theme.
Bam, bam. Yeah.
That's played by a celeste. So as you can see, there's a lot of variety in the orchestra, but nothing caught your attention more than this.
What's up? What?
Yes. This was wild to
Is
see.
she playing like a giant bowl of glass?
What the hell is that instrument?
Yeah.
That.
What is that? Is she blowing glass right now?
Is this another like
I've been in a second time. I didn't know about the second time. Let's go.
Glass instrument?
Looks like spinning glass or clay or some shit.
What is that?
They're using water instruments!
So, let's talk about the glass harmonica. This amazing instrument was invented in the 18th century by none other than Benjamin Franklin. That's right.
Really?
One of America's founding fathers and a tireless inventor.
Wow.
Not only does it
Interesting.
look like it belongs in the world of Fontaine, but again, it uses water to produce the sound. Those glass
So beautiful.
wheels that you're seeing are passing through a little bit of water, and the wheels will resonate when you press your finger against them, just like they do with the wine glasses.
Wow.
And so you can play it like it's a xylophone or a vibraphone or a hydrophone.
Huh. So damn cool.
Well, I received the music a few weeks before we start recording. And I
That's
study
it?
And then I get back in touch with the composer and the people at Hoyoverse with any questions I might have, like what particular moods they're looking for in the music, how much music we're going to be recording, and are there any special instruments, like the glass harmonica. Then, depending on the amount of music we're recording, we have 2 or 3 days of sessions. Quite often,
That's
they'll
it?
send
You think they would have much more time for this? But I guess you do have all of these highly professional musicians, right? So, you know, it's not like they have to learn how to play their instruments, right? I guess they just need to learn to be in sync.
a demo of the music, which is really useful in order to get a feel for it. It sounds like this.
Such fantastic writing.
Well, the composer Dimeng Yuan comes from a background of equal parts game music, pop music, and classical music. So he has a lot to draw on and likes to integrate the orchestra into all these genres. And he actually composes on a digital audio workstation like most composers do these days. Now, the musicians are usually seeing this music for the first time at the recording session. They may
Really?
arrive a bit early to get a look at it in case there's any tricky bits or any unusual instruments.
No
Like
way.
the wine glasses, in which case we'll sort all that out well in advance of the first session. I'm always amazed at how quickly they get to know the music.
Also, can we
No way. They have so little time. They see this music and then just go. That is absolutely incredible.
take a moment to appreciate how badass the conductor's shirt is?
Oh, his shirt.
It's dope.
I'm glad you like the shirt. Well, that's it for now. I really hope you enjoyed this walk through the orchestra and some look behind the scenes. I have a lot more of those bits to share with you. So please like and subscribe and stick around. Bye for now.
All right, Robert Ziegler, I'd like to say there's so many of us Genshin fans, Hoyo fans, who are very appreciative of what you have done in doing these performances and conducting these. And I'm sure I could speak for all of us when I say we hope to see you do this in the future. I also have to thank you on another personal level for giving me a shout out essentially in your video, as well as some other creators, right? You put me in your video twice and you had my name up there, my channel name up there. So I couldn't be more, I couldn't be more grateful to you. So I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.